Newshub can reveal how bad the staffing shortage really is in the emergency departments of our hospitals and our main centres. Information obtained by Te Whatu Ora shows that across Auckland, Waikato, Wellington and Christchurch, there are 112 full-time nursing positions that need to be filled. Again, that is just in emergency departments, so it's not counting shortages in other parts of the hospitals. It means a growing number of patients face 6-hour delays, often left to wait in corridors and waiting rooms. Nick Trubridge has this exclusive report.
Even the little things like holding a cup of tea appear difficult for Lynn Martin these days. She's been through hell. First it was repeated strokes, then burning head pain leading to a painful, hours-long ordeal in Waikato Hospital's emergency department.
Well, I am angry about it, but I'm more angry at the fact of the system is broken and it needs to be fixed.
The Martins say they waited 5.5 hours at the ED. Waikato Hospital contends Lynn was examined within 2 hours of presenting. When she was seen, ED staff uncovered a bleed on her brain, affecting the optical nerve. She's lost all vision in her left eye and some in her right.
I can't drive. I'm classed as legally blind, so I can't work. My whole life has been completely upturned.
There's no evidence that the delay made Lynn's condition worse, but she was forced to wait in substantial pain. Lynn isn't alone. Patients nationwide tell Newshub they've waited hours in corridors, despite sometimes suffering from serious illnesses. New figures show the worrying reality in our hospitals. Te Whatu Ora emergency departments across Auckland are short 50 full-time emergency department nurses. 25 are needed at Middlemore ED alone. In Waikato, the shortfall is 15. In the capital, 35 across Wellington and Hutt hospitals, and in Canterbury, Christchurch's emergency department needs 12 ED nurses.
This has been coming for a long time, decades. The presentations are predictable with population growth and increasing comorbidities of patients. It's not just a post-pandemic blip.
And treatment targets that were being hit 7 years ago now seem a distant memory.
2015, between 90 and 95% of every single person that went to an emergency department throughout New Zealand was seen, treated and either admitted, discharged or transferred within 6 hours. And now it's all over the dartboard and some people are lucky to be seen within 6 hours.
Instead, those patients, just like Lynn Martin, are left to languish in corridors and waiting rooms.
I just don't want this sort of thing to happen to anyone else again. That's the only thing. The message needs to get through thick and hard to the Minister.
Andrew Little insists he is listening, pointing to a 45% increase in the health budget, a $7 billion hospital rebuilding program and plans to train, hire and retain more health workers. In the meantime, the health system still appears to be in pretty poor health. Nick Trubridge, Newshub.
And Nick Trubridge joins us here in studio right now. Nick, what is Te Whatu Ora saying about these staff shortages?
Yeah, so let's zero in on Wellington. Of course, that's where, as we saw in the piece there are 35 nurses short across Hutt Hospital and Wellington Hospital. Are they basically saying shift changes and shift changes to wards are a big impact on their staff, people being repositioned around the hospital? But this is where it gets interesting, a real clash of issues that this government's dealing with at the moment. They say one of the major problems is people resigning because of the cost of living in the Wellington region. We do, of course, have more from Andrew Little. He insists that he is listening to patients, that he hears their concerns, but that these issues obviously didn't arise overnight, so they're going to take some time to fix. And then just lastly, a message from Te Whatu Ora to its Auckland ED nurses. Of course, there's a shortage of 50 there, saying they appreciate their professionalism during what is an extremely trying time.
Nick, thank you.